Gibson. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. It's a gain of 34.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Gibson fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. They'll try to run with Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. Howell, 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin from 3 yards out. And the Commanders are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Evans. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Here's Stafford. His throw incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points. Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
They snap it to Stafford. Being chased out left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Gibson here running out of the gun. 43 yards on the ground for him so far. 2nd down and 4. Here's Howell. That's out to the flat for Gibson. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson from 17 yards out. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he returns this to the 22. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And now Stafford's going to move him around. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, a run with Evans. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. That's some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. They'll try the air now with Stafford. He'll flip this out to Evans. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Hey, 70! Hey, easy!
Here's a handoff to Evans out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
One advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff coming left, Evans. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, Stafford. That's caught. Puka Nacua. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution, because he realized he's in field goal range, no sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have the Rams 1st down, it would appear. And yes, the chain gang going to move the sticks. They take a risk on 4th and 4, but they get it by a full yard. From the gun, it's a run by Evans. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Zach Evans, 14 yards. And the Rams have got it back to within a score. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Back to throw. Howell. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run with Gibson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. One more time with Gibson. And this time he is in. Yes. Antonio Gibson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got him bracketed out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On first down, Stafford here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Ready. Zebra.
To the air again, Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. To throw is Stafford. He'll let this go for the end zone. Touchdown, Rams! Van Jefferson, as the first half is winding down. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Marr on for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. But the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. One last shot before the break. Howell, throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. As he's dropped at the 17. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Stafford on first down. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Evans running behind center. There he goes, right side. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, LA! Zach Evans, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
32. Hey.
Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful. And it pushes the lead up to a field goal. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just there, you know, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a third and long. Well, a tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. Howell, third and long from his end zone. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Howell throwing again after the pick six. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now they go play action with Howell. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Throwing here, Howell. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. Big yardage that time for Washington. 51 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. It's Howell with another throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game. That time, unable to find a completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Another shot from the one on second and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batting down the hatches time defensively. Dodged two pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
They'll go. It's Gibson. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Antonio Gibson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Commanders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for two. They'll try and run it here. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for two. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Ready. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to keep the crowd going. They're loving that. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed in order to help increase their margin. They've got to find a way, but you're not counting on it. That's exactly what you said. Can't miss your turn, can't miss your opportunity.
Yeah, they're going for another opportunity now. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Stafford, he's going to change things up. On third down, he'll drop to throw. On the screen, this is Evans. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Straight ahead, Gibson.
He'll get it to the 23-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Gibson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they're going to speed things up here.
From the gun on 3rd down, Howell.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Trying to get that into his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
4th down, Howell, desperation time. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Rams are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Drill right, 22.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
50. Hey. Take 22.
On 1st and 10, it's Evans.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run on 1st down with Evans.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory.
131 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. This 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, a give to Evans.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
With some extra bulk on that line for 3rd and inches.
32.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams.
And he is going to have a Rams first down, and that should be the one that finishes this game off. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the...